Mic test. Couture or custom, it means that something is custom made for you. Specifically in the bridal industry, as a bride, you are able to design the dress of your dreams instead of the conventional way, trying a dress, seeing if you like it or not, until you find the right one for you. For custom made or couture, you're able to sit down with a designer and say, "Hi designer, I really like this design, and I also really like this design." And then you put all of that together, and then you end up with the dress of your dreams. I think a lot of the times there are brides who find it a bit frustrating that when they try dress number 1, they like the top but they don't like the skirt. They try dress number 2, they like the skirt finally, but this time they don't like the top. Those little nitpicks, it's not quite what you dreamt of. The purpose of custom made or couture is to be able to provide a kind of service that is unique to each bride. It's not just a dress. There are reasons why you want that in a dress. Couture or custom made is not for everyone. So there are 2 key factors in deciding, 2 things you should ask yourself to see if custom made is the route you have to go. Number 1, is the dress of my dreams readily available, or is it out there waiting to be found? In a way, that kind of defeats the purpose of getting a custom made, because the reason why you want to get custom made is because you want something unique, something that's not out there. You couldn't find it. No matter how much you rummage through the shops, the boutiques, it's just not out there. It doesn't seem effective for a bride to go custom made unless there are some sizing issues. The second thing that you have to ask yourself is, how much investment do I want to do for my wedding dress? The truth is, we invest in things that are most important to us. You gotta kind of be honest with yourself, engage how important this is for you. How much are you comfortable to spend, to invest in a wedding dress? Common phrases that I hear from brides are, "I only wear it once, so I don't want to spend or splurge a lot of money on it," which is, that's valid too, you know, it's okay. There's just that differentiation with the brides that says, okay, I really want to invest in my wedding dress and achieve that vision that I have in my mind because my wedding is only going to happen once. They're talking about the same thing, how it's just one time thing, and yet the way they perceive that is different. There you could see where their priorities lie. It just happened once, I don't want to splurge, or I don't want to spend a lot of money. Then maybe custom made is not going to be for you, because custom made, it's expensive. It's not cheap at all. They're not for that group of brides who perceive it that way. However, if you're one of the group of brides who perceive it in a way, it only happens once. I'm gonna have my Cinderella moment. I'm gonna have my Disney princess moment, or I want to make it count. It only happens once. When I walk down the aisle, I want to make sure that he cries when he sees me. If you're comfortable with the financial investment, then maybe custom made is for you. Usually you start with a first consultation, a designing consultation. Personally, when I meet for the first time with brides, I ask them what their vision is for their wedding, what their vision is for their wedding dress. Why do they want to achieve this? Why is this important to them? Just to kind of get to know each other as well. And I believe from a bride's point of view, that's how you'll know if you would want to work with the designer. Not only for the talent, but also, do you have a good compatibility? It's like a relationship. As a bride, you're gonna want to be able to be comfortable with the designer that you're gonna choose to make your dream dress a reality. Fun fact that I don't think a lot of designers say is, as a bride, I know that they are gauging us to see if we are the ones who could help them and if we are a good fit. But the secret is, as designers, we're also trying to see if the bride is a good fit for us, or if we're the right people to help them. On each side, you're gauging if you guys are the right fit, or if we are a good fit together to work on this project of your dream dress. That's a good question. There are 4 key factors. First one is the expertise of the designer. So there are different kinds of designers. Fashion is a broad industry. Look at what kind of work do they do. For example, my niche is Filipino traditional wedding dress on the modernized way, like these ones around me. If a bride comes up to me looking for this kind of design for their wedding dress with a cultural touch, I'm confident to say that, okay, I'll be able to help. Or for example, if that bride goes to someone, like let's say, who's not Filipino, they've never heard of the Philippines or anything, then that's an example of expertise isn't there. So it's gonna be a bit challenging and difficult, and maybe it won't work out the way you planned. Try to see if what you're envisioning is their strength. Number 2, budget. The big elephant in the room. One of the common mistakes of brides who are looking into custom made is they think that custom made is cheaper than ready-made dresses. Total opposite. Is not gonna be cheap. Budget range. A lot. We're gonna need a bit more information about what kind of dress you're looking for and all of that to be able to give you a range and a budget that suits what you're looking for. And the only way you're gonna be able to get that specific value is when you speak to the designer. Couture or custom made means it's made uniquely for every bride or client. So of course the price is gonna be uniquely valued as well. Third thing, time frame. So even though the expertise is good, you believe in their craft, budget is good, but if the time frame is not right, for example, you want a dress in a month, the dress that you want is detailed, month is not gonna be enough. It will not work if that's the case. A key thing to remember if you're a bride looking into getting a custom made, every designer have a booking slot. Before I even step into 2024, end of 2023, I'm already having first meeting consultations for brides who want to book for 2024. It is quite intentional. For example, it's 2024 now and you are a 2024 bride who wants to get into custom. Don't fret. Just reach out to the designer, whoever they may be, and see if it's still possible. Time frame is vital. The 4th thing is, as I mentioned earlier, the designer and bride / client compatibility. It has to be a magical experience, a happy experience as a bride. And of course, from the designer's point of view as well, we want to have fun and chill, but also achieving things, being effective as a designer. When you're speaking to the designer, those are the things that you ask yourself to see if you guys are a good fit. Measurements, an in-person situation or a virtual situation. I also work with brides from overseas. Communication is the key. It's like a long-distance relationship. How do we communicate? Video calls, video consultations. They're the ones measuring themselves. I am trying to teach them, okay, this is the measurement that you're gonna need. And then you just measure the waist, and then you measure from here to here. You use centimeters. There's a step-by-step guide just to make sure that everything's okay. I kind of see what's happening when they're measuring, if it's accurate. Notice this with one of my brides. She is very sweet and her fiance is very sweet as well. So it became a bonding moment for them. The fiance is the one measuring. It is so funny how the guys just trying to measure his fiance and they have no clue, bending down, kneeling, standing up to get the measurements. It's just so cute. I really enjoyed being an audience with that. And I'm there as a designer. Yeah, you're doing great. You're doing great. Yeah, yes. I realize now, if you want to involve your groom into the process of it without him knowing, this could be a fun way as well, a couple bonding moment. That was pretty cute. Dream dress creation. A commonly asked question as well is, how long does it take to make a dress? So it depends on the dress, really. If you're kind of doing your research for a while now, you're gonna be quite familiar with what they call a mock-up or a sample or toile. The main purpose of that is just to check if the fit is right, if the shape is right. It's like a draft. Ella, what about the brides who are overseas? We are gonna send what you would normally try on in person. We're gonna pack that up, fold it, put it in a box, send it and ship it to you schedule a consultation where we just go over that fitting, so I could see there's a little bit of adjustment. There are times where a mock-up is not necessary depending on the design that you're after. Common question as well is like, how many fittings are there gonna be? Typically, like in general, maybe like 1, 2, and the moment you get your dress, that's the only fitting you're gonna have. And personally, I do that a lot because what I do is corsetry. And also these mannequins that I have, actually a lot of them are adjustable. So I take your measurements and then I adjust the mannequins to your measurement, the bride. And then from then on, it feels like you're here. I mean, not in a creepy way, of course. In the end, for your dream dress, a fit issue won't be an issue at all. And then comes the fun part of actually making the dress. Then the day you've been dreaming of, the completion of your dream dress. If you are in person, you have a final fitting, and if you're happy with everything, and then congratulations, you take home the dress, the dream dress. An overseas bride, you are gonna receive some photos or videos or maybe even a consultation just so you could get the 360 feel, and then you could speak as well with the designer at the same time. The yes, I love it, let's do this, and then the dress will be shipped out to you. So it's really just that simple. That's how the process works. Well, I hope you had fun watching this video, and I hope it was helpful with the information that I was able to provide. If you're a bride who would like to work with me, then I'm happy to connect with you.